And here we are again.
We are. Welcome back, everyone, to the Hard Truth Diamond Podcast, episode 123.
123 episodes.
Yes.
There's a hashtag before that, actually. Number 123.
Yep.
Do you know how many podcasts get to 123 episodes? Insane how few get to this kind of. And so, but we're here to provide the information that you're not going to get other places. And today I think we're taking on a very big topic, given what's going on in the world. And it's this, is there or isn't there a generational divide when it comes to laboratory created diamonds?
Yes.
And I'm going to say there isn't right off the bat. And I base this on a number of things.
Okay.
And, you know, the problem the diamond industry is having today is information. What's the challenge for them is you know too much. You can go on and Google today and see what's going on with every aspect of the industry. You know, I talk about, when I started talking about the fact that laboratory created diamonds were going to literally take over the industry, the things I used to have other jewelers say to me were horrendous. The almost threats to me, bullying and pushing and saying it's never going to go true. And I would always respond the same way. $5,000 US, bet me, or more, I don't care how much, not because I'm always right, but because I'm always right. I've been doing this for a long time.
Yes,
I've been doing it at every level of the industry. There's no one else in the world who has my background in the diamond industry, from opening national retail chains to being mentored and taught by Eddie Greisbeer, a former site dealer for De Beers, to having the unique opportunity to represent the most prestigious mine in the world, the Argyle Pink Diamond Mine. I've done all of these things. And so when I formulate opinions, I'm a student of the industry.
Yeah.
I want you to have facts. And so far, so good.
Yeah, you're on a roll.
Oh, am I on a roll?
Yes,
Should I keep
going?
I feel like I hog the mic all the time.
You do.
But I have a lot to say about this subject.
you do.
And we are those two generations.
That is correct.
Defend your generation. Go.
Well, I'm a Gen Z millennial, which is now a new term called Zillennials.
It's interesting to me that the diamond industry is calling you people
Zillennials.
Zillennials.
Yes.
It's crazy. I remember not long ago when Martin Rappaport, Google Martin, he's a brilliant man. He brought the first kind of price transparency there ever was. Absolutely loved the guy, but he was doing a talking about, and this is probably a year and a half, 2 years ago now, how much he hates millennials. And because they're too informed, they know what they're doing, and they have they didn't buy the bull about diamonds being a good financial investment. And they thought, instead of just waiting for some sort of mystical return on a diamond that they spend far too much on, I mean, that's a myth that has been debunked 100%, is that they would take advantage of the opportunity with laboratory grown diamonds, especially since the powerful federal U.S. Trade Commission said they were diamonds. A diamond's a diamond. The GIA, who said they'd never, ever, 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 ever certify a lab-grown diamond, started certifying. This is just a couple of days ago. And so they look at their future and they go, well, what an awful investment, a financial investment, a white diamond would be. I mean, you would only realize any return, if there even was one, if the couple splits up. And what are the odds of those nowadays? I don't know. I know they're high.
Right.
But how does that benefit you financially?
That's a good question.
And even if you're going forward, how about this? How about take all the money you save when no one in the world can tell the difference and put it towards your children's education you plan to have. Yeah. Put it towards your future together. My goodness, take a holiday.
Yeah.
Today, we're somewhere around, they don't want to disclose, but we're somewhere around 2 out of 3 engagement rings being out of a laboratory.
That's correct.
Right? And
Yeah.
no one can tell the difference. And I've talked about this paradigm. It's about owning. It's not about buying.
I
Anyway,
agree.
there's my little rant on it.
Yeah.
Just to warm things up.
To warm things up, that is correct. Say what you gotta say.
You say what you got to say.
Because you called me out and you said, defend your generation.
Defend your generation.
I was basically...
What are you people doing?
What are we doing? Well, we're here on Earth living our life, living our best life. But I was going to say, Millennials, they love the option of a lab-grown diamond just because it's more cost efficient. I know we were speaking about that compared to a mined diamond. And of course, it's more better for our environment because a lot of the Millennials, if you guys seen in our last podcast and the last stories that you posted on social media, we talk about Millennials, how they love environmental and human rights. That's what we stand for. And of course, with the mined diamond industry, they could care less.
You know, and here's one aspect. Look, I care about the environment.
Right.
My friends who are my age care about the environment. That's
Yes.
45 if anybody's.
Sorry, you said that again?
I
45?
said, I'm 45.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm forever
Okay,
21.
just put your phone down.
I'm forever 21.
Okay, put your phone down or I'm banning them.
I'm looking at some titles over here.
But literally, you know, what do you think? We don't care about the environment? And so this comes back to what we were talking about. We're piggybacking these so you have a frame of reference. And we appreciate all our followers and our podcast feedbackers, and we love it. But that's what's going on today is that, you know, somehow there seems to be some debate about what the older generation would buy. And I'll tell you what, I am pro-choice, but please don't tell me that I don't care about the environment. Please don't tell us, and I'm going to speak for a lot of people my age,
Right.
that we don't care about human rights. Stop the BS.
Definitely.
Solve your problem with facts. Don't be going out there and saying these mistruths. And I speak about them all the time of what's truly going on in our industry.
That is correct.
Look, ethically, environmentally, please help us here. You know, economically, why would you not choose a lab-grown diamond when at the end of the day, in the ring, on a finger, no one in the world can tell the difference. And by the way, lab-grown has changed the topography. The playing field is different. You want to spend money on a mined diamond, you're up against some serious competition because no one cares on the other side if it's mined or not. I mean, what are you going to do? Wear a t-shirt that says mine's mined? That's kind of cute, right? Mine's mined.
Oh,
yeah,
I love
we'll
that.
start distributing them. I don't think sales will go good.
Oh my goodness.
Because it's a different world.
Yeah.
You know, people my age aren't getting engaged, which by far the investment in that side of the business eclipses anything else.
That's correct. Yes. Yes. You said a bunch of great straight facts.
When are you
people need to
getting
know.
engaged, by the way?
I'm not sure, but we will stick on topic. So remember when I was talking about how people love to buy engagement rings, diamonds,
Yes.
emotionally? They
Yes.
use their emotions to
Yes,
buy.
yes.
So when it comes to mined diamonds, a lot of people say, well, that's a journey of a diamond.
Yes.
And it means love. Is that the same thing for a lab-grown diamond? What is the journey of a lab-grown diamond? And is there love when it gets created?
So this is something that people, I think, it's a really good question.
Yeah.
I think that's your first one ever. Actually. I'm in so much trouble after this podcast. Here's the thing. Diamonds that form in labs and diamonds that formed in the earth take about the same time. The process, like you take a high heat, high pressure process,
Yeah.
they almost form the same way. So there's no story of the diamond. All the diamond had to do from there was sit in the earth and not move till
Yeah,
man came
exactly.
along, De Beers in the late 1800s and realized what they were
Yeah.
and started a marketplace for them that was brilliant.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the myths and misrepresentations they told to sell this product don't work anymore. In fact, it's a lie. And to me, I've been doing this 43 years. When I first got into the business, at the retail side, we were compelled to tell this bullshit story about it being a financial investment when it was not. And you would get young couples coming in with, their eyes blinded by
the light.
By their mom and dad,
Yes,
who,
of course.
or the misinformation that existed in the marketplace then. And in those days, it wasn't, social media where things are exposed for what they are. What it was TV. And De Beers had that 1990s ad campaign,
Let's play
Shadows,
it now.
right? The hell was that? Marin, what is she doing? And right now, what you're hearing behind us is it's the 11th hour, and I want to stop for a second. We're recording. I'm going to talk more about this. It's the 11th hour and the 11th day of the 11th month. My dad was a first responder, so if I start to tear up a bit, I'm going to have to change. But we're here, where we are high atop the beautiful Marriott Hotel in downtown Vancouver. There is a military base where right now, and I'm glad this is part of our podcast.
Yeah, that's why I'm wearing colors today.
Really? Because I actually wore a collar because most first responders have collars.
Oh,
and
beautiful.
I don't. You like that, right?
I like that, yeah. So I'm wearing the color.
Sorry, don't get mad at me for touching my mic. I'm in an emotional state here. But yeah, and so I guess you're going to be sharing, there it goes, that with us today.
Yeah, beautiful.
So I'm going to say more about that after we finish our podcast. And yes, we do them 4 days in advance from launch because lovely Katrina here does all the editing because she's a control freak.
Oh.
She controls everything. She told me the other day she wants to become more involved with the company so she can control more. Okay?
Well, I guess that's the Aries inside of me.
But you're doing a fantastic job. I really enjoy working with you.
I enjoy working with you too.
Right? Okay, by the way, when I hit that, I got something up. Hang on. Okay. This is awkward. Anyway, so that's what's going on, guys. So it's my belief that when I look at the rings we've made, I'm going to say, because our clients who deal with us, we get 500, 5,000, 50,000, 500,000, $5 million orders. We treat them all the same, but in the lab-grown category, I'll tell you this, for us, many of our buyers, and I'm talking over 50%,
Right.
are what I would call in my age category.
Yeah, mature.
And
Mature. I like
not
that.
emotionally, but
No, mature. Yeah.
not emotionally mature, but certainly age-wise.
Yes.
And they're all looking at the facts of ownership, not the misrepresentations, but the facts. And the fact is, no one in the world can tell the difference. And the fact is, you've got places like California that we're being told they're now starting to call them the fur coats of the diamond industry, if you can imagine.
Yep.
Right?
Coats,
Because they're out of a mind. Right? In fact, how about this as a phrase? I don't want to wear something where Mother Nature's being raped for her jewels.
Wow,
And that was said by someone who has a very strong environmental consciousness, who worries about the fact that, when they mine diamonds, you get, there's the whole thing about child labor and everything else in some countries, and the whole black market effect and the whole blood diamond effect. And I don't want to go on too hard. I do believe these are issues that the mine diamond industry has to address
Yes.
before they can move forward. But the other part of that is the fact that, what the hell was I talking about again?
You were talking about how the mine diamonds are like the fur coats.
Oh, and they're yeah, I knew that. I just did. How they pollute water.
Oh yes, water
How they
pollution, yes.
pollute the environment. How they decimate landscapes.
Yeah,
I mean, you guys,
deforestation.
it's crazy.
Yes.
And you know, diamond mines. Did you ever drive by one or see one? Because a real one, they're all remote in the world. There's none anywhere you can really see them. They're in northern Canada where the
Yeah.
population's low, and because they're ugly. They're big holes in the ground.
They are big holes in the ground.
Right, so-
Unfortunately.
So anyway, that's today what's going on. There's really, you know, the other part of this that really gives me pause is the fact that, you know, why wasn't the industry more prepared? Like, what did they really expect
What's going to happen?
was going to happen?
I don't think they expected this at all.
Well, I
That's
mean,
how I
we
see
know
it.
De Beers started, and De Beers, you guys, for those of you who don't know, please Google and have a look at who they are and how
Yes.
they began and what the company is. And they're still the biggest powerhouse in the industry today, although they've certainly been weakened
Yes, they have.
tremendously recently. Is, you know, why weren't they more ready? They started making them in the 1950s. If you watch the show Nothing Lasts Forever, you know these things have been in the diamond pipeline, these laboratory created diamonds for generations, almost like decades,
Yes.
and no one could tell the difference. It's some crazy stuff. So anyway, today, you know, how do you make a decision on your future? Do you take advantage of the fact that you can save tens of thousands of dollars and get the exact same thing?
Right.
You know, and having said all that, this is technology.
That is correct. Out
And,
of a lab.
and we're only at the start of this.
Oh yes.
Like, another fear they have to have is the fear of them being identical.
Oh well, that's
So,
what they're looking
so
like right
if
now.
you send your stone, the only proof you can have today that your diamond is lab or mined
Yeah.
is the GIA. GIA or no way, okay? Because with IGI, ask them why.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, if a jeweler recommends IGI and you don't ask them why,
Yeah,
because it's a bullshit certificate
and it's a lie.
for gross. Let's try that again.
Okay.
It's a bullshit certificate
Yeah.
for the jeweler to make more money. It's not accurate. In fact, we now know that companies producing IGI certification out of India, which is where the whole thing comes from, is doing their own grading. There's no independence to it at
So
all.
you don't even know what you're getting.
You don't know what you're getting,
Yeah, it's like a surprise bag.
right?
Yeah.
And the best surprise is no surprise. Know what you're
Yeah.
getting. Do your due diligence, and make your decision based on facts. If I can
Correct.
say it one thing again, when I came back here and my eldest son was looking at me and saying, "Dad, you should go on TikTok," and I would look at him and go, "The hell's TikTok?"
Oh.
I didn't know. And when we went on, we came on here for one reason, to help. We had no any idea we would broker as many diamonds all over the globe as we do, from
Wow.
princess and princesses
Yeah.
to, you know, to billionaires, to millionaires, to the guy on the street who just wants the most beautiful diamond at the best price. I mean,
Yeah.
we had no idea. What we did have an idea of what we wanted to do was present you with the facts of the diamond industry, to take you backstage.
Yes,
and I think we've
definitely.
done that well. So there. Where
You've
are we
done
at
that well.
time-wise?
19 minutes, 30 seconds.
Very
19
well
minutes,
done.
30 seconds. Wow.
I love it. I think that we did go through basically everything about mined versus lab and the generational divide. Was there anything else you kind of want to throw on the table or put in the pot, as I like to say?
Why do you like to say put in the pot? Is that like some sort of...
Gen Z slang, Millennial slang. Like, yeah, if you're having
That's
a
the second
conversation.
time today you put things in the pot.
There you go.
Right?
You're catching on. So we talked about everything. I love it. And I know that sometimes people are always questioning when would be the right time to purchase a diamond, like a lab grown, because we have the holiday season coming up.
Look, I did a post the other day. This is
Yes.
a really good question, Katrina. I did a post the other day. For some reason,
Mm-hmm.
diamond prices are going up at the retail level. Do I need what is going on
Are
when
you
I do
okay?
these? I
Do
gotta
we
get
need
up
to-
earlier in
Do
the
we need
morning.
to oil the...
Yeah, get them re-oiled. So
They're getting a little rusty.
what was I talking about again?
We're talking about diamond prices are going high in the retail.
Well, these
level.
months, everything goes high.
Yeah,
And
holiday
so
season.
I think our when we post our price post the other day of the big four, of Blue Nile, James Allen, and
Brilliant Earth.
Brilliant Earth, we look at the fact that, and the Global Diamond Broker,
Can't
that
forget
all
us.
of a sudden their prices have gone up dramatically.
Wow.
Right? Dramatically. And I now wonder, because I've made these, how is the retail diamond industry going to survive the information age?
Yeah.
Guys, don't overspend. It's a new time in the history of the industry, and my latest prediction is the demise of this retail side of the business that has been overcharging people for their diamonds for a very long time. What is real quality? What is real luxury? We are going to start to take this on as our next topic. So whether
that.
you're a, mature diamond buyer or a someone in their, we get engagement rings as young as 18, 19 years old,
Yeah.
up to 35, 40, and beyond. But these are the high market,
Age bracket.
ages where people are getting engaged. What's the new luxury? We're going to talk about that, and I can promise you this: it's all about beauty. The only return, it's the new currency really in the diamond industry, and if you don't have it, you don't have anything.
Love it.
Right?
Love it.
I'm so good at this,
You
right?
are.
I'm so
Like I said, you're
knowledgeable,
always passionate about it.
right?
So.
Ask me what I would do if I get a mined or lab-grown diamond. I'm not telling. Okay? You can
We'll have to
probably
wait and see.
guess what my kids would do, but I'm not telling.
There you go.
I'm pro-choice. Either way, the world's most beautiful diamonds, prices that defy comparison, and information you're not going to get anywhere else. We're the Global Diamond Broker.
Correct.
Marvelous Marin behind the camera. Thanks, Marin.
Yeah.
Princess Katrina. No, Katrina rocks beside me here. And you've got questions. We've got answers. Don't hesitate.
Awesome. We'll see you in our next week.
God bless you guys.